What if I told you that in 2026, traffic police in Australia don't even need to stop you to fine you, and in many cases, you won't realize you've made a mistake until it's already too late? Across Australia, drivers are getting shocked, not because the rules are completely new, but because the way those rules are being enforced has changed dramatically, and this change is catching thousands of drivers completely off guard every single day. If you think you can spot a police car and then adjust your driving, that strategy no longer works, because in 2026, enforcement is everywhere, and most of it is invisible. In today's video, you're going to discover exactly what has changed, why so many drivers are getting fined, and most importantly, how you can avoid becoming the next victim of these new traffic police strategies. Make sure you stay until the end, because some of these updates are truly surprising and could save you a lot of money. Australia has always been known for having strict road rules, but in 2026, things have gone to a completely different level. It is no longer just about speed limits or stopping at red lights. The system has become smarter, faster, and far more advanced than before. Traffic enforcement is now powered by intelligent technology. Instead of relying only on officers on the road, authorities are using advanced systems that monitor drivers continuously. This means your driving behavior can be tracked even when you feel like no one is watching. Many drivers make the mistake of thinking that if there is no police car nearby, they are safe. But that assumption is exactly what is causing so many fines. Today, cameras and automated systems are doing most of the work. These systems can detect speeding, seatbelt violations, and even mobile phone usage within seconds. There is no need for a police officer to pull you over. The system records everything, processes the violation, and sends the fine directly to you. Imagine driving normally, thinking everything is fine, and then later receiving a fine for something you barely remember doing. That is the reality many drivers are facing right now. One of the biggest changes is the use of hidden monitoring systems. Cameras are no longer always visible. In many areas, they are placed in locations where drivers do not expect them. This creates a false sense of security, and that is when mistakes happen. At the same time, unmarked police vehicles have become much more common. These vehicles do not look like traditional police cars. They blend in with everyday traffic. You might be driving next to one and not even realize it. This is where many drivers make a critical mistake. They relax when they do not see a marked police vehicle. They might check their phone for a second or slightly exceed the speed limit. But what they do not know is that they are already being observed. Unmarked vehicles are equipped with technology that allows officers to monitor and record violations in real time. In some cases, they do not even need to stop you. The violation is recorded and processed automatically. Another major reason drivers are getting fined in 2026 is mobile phone usage. This has become one of the most strictly enforced rules. The technology used to detect phone use has become incredibly advanced. Even a brief moment of distraction can be enough to trigger a fine. Holding your phone, checking a notification, or even having your phone in your hand while driving can lead to penalties. These detection systems work in all conditions, including at night and in heavy traffic. Many drivers believe they are being careful, but the system is designed to catch even the smallest violations. This is why so many people are surprised when they receive fines. They did not think they were doing anything seriously wrong, but the system sees it differently. In addition to this, certain areas have become high enforcement zones. These include school zones, construction zones, and areas with a history of accidents. In these places, rules are applied with zero tolerance. Even a small mistake, like going slightly over the speed limit, can result in a significant fine. The limits in these zones are often lower, and enforcement is constant. Drivers who are not paying full attention can easily miss a sign or fail to adjust their speed in time. That small delay can be very costly. Another important change is how quickly fines are issued. In the past, there was often a delay between the violation and the penalty, but in 2026, the process is almost instant. Once a violation is detected, the system records your vehicle details, verifies the offense, and issues the fine digitally. You could receive a notification on the same day. For repeat offenders, the consequences are even more serious. Fines increase, demerit points are added, and in some cases, licenses can be suspended. This is why it is more important than ever to understand how the system works, because small mistakes that were once ignored can now lead to serious consequences. The reason so many drivers are shocked is because they are still thinking in the old way. They rely on spotting police cars or taking small risks. But that approach no longer works. In 2026, there is no safe moment to break the rules. The system is always active, always watching, and always recording. This is especially challenging for new drivers and immigrants. People who are not fully familiar with the rules or the enforcement style can easily make mistakes. Something as simple as using a phone at a red light or slightly exceeding the speed limit in a school zone can lead to penalties. So the question is, how can you avoid these fines? The answer is simple, but it requires discipline. You need to assume that you are always being monitored, because in many ways you are. Always follow the speed limit exactly. Do not take chances even if the road seems empty. Avoid using your phone completely while driving. Even a quick glance is not worth the risk. Pay close attention to road signs, especially in areas where conditions change, like construction zones or school areas. Stay alert and focused at all times. It is also important to stay updated with the latest rules. Many drivers get fined simply because they are not aware of recent changes. Driving safely is no longer just about avoiding accidents. It is also about avoiding unnecessary financial penalties. Australia's roads are becoming smarter and more controlled. The goal is to improve safety, but the result is that drivers need to be more careful than ever before. Now that you understand these new strategies, you have an advantage. You know what to watch out for, and you know how to protect yourself. Use this knowledge to become a smarter driver. Stay alert, follow the rules, and avoid taking risks that could cost you money. If you found this video helpful, make sure to like this video and share it with others so they can also stay safe and avoid these costly mistakes. Subscribe to the channel for more real and important updates about life in Australia, new rules, and opportunities you should not miss. And before you go, I want to hear from you. Do you think these new traffic enforcement strategies are fair, or do you think they are too strict? Let me know your opinion in the comments. Thanks for watching, stay safe, and drive smart.